Uh, Good morning, class 5th. This is me, your subject teacher of Ratna Mukherjee, and today we will discuss about our fundamental rights. Alright, students, now see on the video clearly. Every citizen of India has the right to exercise his basic fundamentals. If these rights are denied or suppressed, a citizen can approach the court of law. That means if you deny the fundamental rights, then a citizen can approach, then you can approach the court of law. There are 6 fundamental rights are mentioned here. First, right to equality. That means every citizen is equal in the eye of law. There will be no discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, gender or place of birth. Fundamental rights under the right to equality, that is right to equality, it states that every citizen is equal in the eye of law. There will be no discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, gender or place of birth. That means there will be no discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste and gender and place of birth also. Okay, students, equality before law, prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth, equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. Alright, these are the main points and rules regulation, you can say, that is right to equality. Alright, now page number 57. Abolition of untouchability and abolition of titles. Abolition of untouchability, that means SC, ST, they are means जो caste recognition होता है, जो caste lower caste होते हैं, this indicate that. So next point is right to freedom. It states that every citizen is free to express his thoughts through speech or writing. Any Indian citizen is free to settle anywhere in India, follow any occupation, trade or business. Protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech. That means in right to freedom, point number 2, you have to freedom of speech. That means you can say, you can share your opinion to others. Protection with respect to conviction for offences. Alright, protection of life and personal liberties. Protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. Alright, that means in the point right to freedom, every citizen is free to express his thoughts, speech and writing. Alright, point number 3, that is right against exploitation. Means जो गलत तरीके से यूज़ किया जाता है, that is called in English exploitation. This protect the citizen from being ill-treated or made to work without any compensation. No child below 14 years of age can be employed for any kind of labor or job. That means अगर बच्चे की एज 14 साल से कम है तो उसका काम करना बिल्कुल इलीगल माना जाएगा. ठीक है, उससे काम नहीं लेना है. Prohibition of trafficking human beings and forced labor. ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग का मतलब होता है गलत तरीके से बच्चों से काम कराना, गलत तरीके से लोगों को. कई बार आपने देखा होगा कई मेड्स ऐसे होते हैं जिनको परचेज करके घर पे अपॉइंट कर दिया जाता है. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग. प्रोहिबिशन ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑफ चिल्ड्रन इन फैक्ट्रीज़. फैक्ट्रीज़ में चिल्ड्रंस को काम पे लगाया जाता है, एज मैटर नहीं करता वहाँ, लेकिन ये गलत है. So point number 4, that is right to freedom of religion. India is a secular country and every citizen has the right to follow and practice any religion. That means you are free to accept any religion. Alright. Freedom of profession, practice and propagation of religion. Freedom to manage religious affairs. Freedom for payment of taxes for promotion of any particular religion. Freedom for attendance at religion instructions or religious worship in certain education institute. Yes, students, that means if in any madrasas, means in Muslim community, जो मॉस्क्यूज़ होते हैं, जो मदरसाज होते हैं, वहाँ पे उनके कास्ट को, उनके कास्ट से उनके रिलीजन को पढ़ाया भी जाता है. ऑल राइट. कल्चर एंड एजुकेशनल राइट्स. एवरी पर्सन हैज़ द राइट टू बी एजुकेटेड इन एनी एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट. द स्टेट कैन नॉट impose any external culture on the people of the country. Protection of interests of minorities, rights of minorities to establish and administer educational institute. That means जो minor categories है, जो minorities है, जिनकी संख्या कम है, उनके लिए cultural और educational rights होने चाहिए. Rights to constitutional remedies. Every citizen is protected by law and is given equal treatment. This right protects all other fundamental rights. That means संविधान में भी ऐसे rights होने चाहिए जो हर citizen को protect करे by law. The citizen of India enjoys certain fundamental rights, but they also have certain duties towards their motherland. All right, means you have to right to protect your motherland, and these duties are called fundamental duties. Some of the duties mentioned in the constitution are as follows. That means all citizen must follow the ideal given in the constitution. First, point number 2, that is we must respect the national flag and the national anthem. We should respect the national anthem and national flag and country also. We must encourage unity in the country. We must help when the country is in danger. मतलब हम जब कंट्री डेंजर में हो तो हमें हेल्प करनी चाहिए. We must treat all citizens equally. मतलब हर सिटीजन को इक्वल राइट्स एंड रूल्स के अंदर रखना चाहिए और देखना चाहिए. We must take care of the environment. Yes, that is the most important part. Otherwise, global warming harm the earth planet. We must protect public property. जो public property we had studied in our last chapters. So we must protect our public properties. Public properties, that means bank, railway stations and post offices. So just go, but don't take anything from there. कोई भी चीज़ कुछ लोग उठाकर चले आते हैं, लेकर चले आते हैं, तो that is absolutely wrong actually. Following are differences between fundamental rights and directive principles. So here you can see that fundamental rights are justifiable. Anyone can approach the court if he is denied the basic rights. But in other hand, directive principles, they are not enforceable by any court of law, and one cannot approach the court in the absence of their implementation. All right students, मतलब कि ये justifiable होता है बस, but डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल क्या होता है? इन्फोर्सिबल होता है. मतलब ये आपको जस्टिफाई करता है, आपके लिए प्रोटेक्शन देता है, लेकिन ये प्रिंसिपल्स ऐसे होते हैं जिनको यू हैव टू फॉलो दैट. ऑल राइट. Point number 2, it aims to lay the foundation of political democracy and it aims to lay down the foundation of social and economic democracy. इसका मतलब है ये पॉलिटिकल डेमोक्रेसी फाउंडेशन, इसका एम होता है इसको ले डाउन करना, पॉलिटिकल डेमोक्रेसी को, और इसको ये किसको ले डाउन करता है? सोशल एंड इकोनॉमिक डेमोक्रेसी. पॉइंट नंबर 3, दैट इज दे कैन बी सस्पेंडेड इन केस ऑफ नॉर्मल इमरजेंसी. दे कैन बी सस्पेंडेड इन एनी केस. डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स को कभी भी सस्पेंड किया जा सकता है, बस फंडामेंटल राइट्स के लिए नेशनल इमरजेंसी होनी चाहिए. दीज हैव बीन practically achieved. They have yet to be practically achieved. ये practically achieved किया जा सकता है, लेकिन इसके लिए बहुत प्लानिंग की ज़रूरत होती है. All right students, now directive principle of state policy. State policies के directive principles क्या हैं? Let's read. The directive principles of state policy are guidelines to the central and state government of India. The government is expected to keep these principles in mind while framing laws and policies. इसको माइंड में रखने के लिए क्या किया जाता है? लॉ एंड पॉलिसीज़ को फ्रेम किया जाता है. These principles check on the working of the government and how the citizens can be benefited. All right, some of the guidelines are, अब इसके guidelines क्या हैं directive principles के, let's read. Providing work to everyone, मतलब सबको काम मिलना. Equal pay for equal work for both men and women, मतलब चाहे वो men हो चाहे वो women हो, equal work पे equal payment होनी चाहिए. The next point is proper working condition in the area of work. जो area of work है वो proper working condition में होनी चाहिए. To ensure that wealth is not concentrated in the hands of a few rich people and that the poor are not exploited. बिल्कुल भी पैसा हाई प्रोफाइल लोगों के पास नहीं होना चाहिए जिससे कि पुअर का एक्सप्लॉयटेशन हो जाए. टू प्रोवाइड अ डिसेंट स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग, सबसे अच्छा स्टैंडर्ड लिविंग प्रोवाइड करना. टू इम्प्रूव द कंडीशन ऑफ द वीकर सेक्शन ऑफ द सोसाइटी, जो सोसाइटी के वीक पॉइंट्स हैं, जो वीक लोग हैं, उनको उनकी कंडीशंस को इम्प्रूव करना. एंड टू प्रोवाइड कंपल्सरी एंड फ्री एजुकेशन फॉर ऑल चिल्ड्रेन बिलो द एज ऑफ 14 एज के नीचे के बच्चों को कंपल्सरी और फ्री एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करना. दीज आर द इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रिंसिपल ऑफ डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स. ऑल राइट, फॉलोइंग इन द डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन फंडामेंटल राइट्स एंड फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज. So fundamental rights, these are the rights guaranteed by the constitutions of some country of the world to the citizen. All right, मतलब guaranteed है ये rights, guaranteed by the constitution. But these are the basic duty of a responsible citizen of a country. ये basic duties होते हैं जिसे एक responsible अगर citizen आप हो तो आपको follow करने होंगे. All right students, so this was the explanation of page chapter number 7. Fundamental rights and duty, and now I will send all the written works step to step and you should complete each and every day your work. All right student, till then please see the videos clearly, and if you have any doubts regarding any points then please contact me before 6 p.m. not after 6 p.m. okay, goodbye.